It really does sound like we're Naruto running right now, and that's all I'm imagining in my head. I think that's canon, that Michiru runs like Naruto. Anyways, we're going to continue where we just left off. I race through the eccentric and unusual world. Beneath my feet is your typical firm earth. Wow, she's crying for her mommy. Getting close to where the voice is, it really does sound like Furuya. Wow, my respect for her just plummeted. It really did. She's clearly in trouble. Furuya, where are you? I don't hear a response, however her cries continue. I hurry towards the source as I Naruto run. What are those? When I finally manage to find Furuya, I can't help but stop in my tracks. What are those shoes she's wearing? They're hideous. Actually, yeah, what the hell is going on here? She's in her school uniform, crouching down the ground, holding her head. Feels like straight out of a Studio Ghibli film. I really can't blame her for screaming and crying like a child. Like a game of Guess Who's Behind, Furuya is surrounded. Ugh, what are these ugly-looking creatures? Got some big teeth. Those surrounding her aren't human, rather they seem like creatures you find in an illustrated encyclopedia of strange beasts. Oh yeah, I have one of those on my bookshelf. They have 4 limbs, skin the color of rock. I've never seen a green rock or a blue rock. What do you mean this skin the color of a rock? What rocks have you been looking at, huh? And long arms. Okay, that makes sense, but the skin the color of rock? I mean, maybe the belly? I could see the belly, but like this one's just straight up green. That one's mostly blue. I mean, I don't agree with his description here. They're like demons from right out of a fantasy movie. Yeah, I'd be scared if I saw these things too. They're ugly. Look like trolls. Taking a closer look at them, their figures are quite humorous. Anyone would be in a state of panic if they were surrounded by those things, though. Furuya is completely distraught and hasn't noticed my presence. Kick through the strange wall of creatures or call it to Furuya. I'm just gonna go ahead and rush in there, because we're already Naruto running, so we might as well just keep running. Just like, what? There's no time to waste. I start running and put all my force in my legs, kicking the creatures from behind. I mean, that's rude. What if they're friendly? Fortunately, that was enough to take them down. Nah, we all knew where that scene was going if we would have let it play its course. Furuya, are you okay? I'm not here because I wanted to be, and I somehow have the key, which was a terrible idea to have given me that. But we can talk later. For now, we need to run. Despite my having said that, Furuya doesn't stand up. What's wrong? Are you hurt somewhere? Am I still dreaming? Furuya is visibly shaken up. As much as she's trying to stand, her body's not listening to her. Did her legs give out? While this is happening, the creature's limbs touch my arm. Shit. Like, that's all he says. He's like, yeah, we should get out of here. I don't want to touch this thing. Don't want to be near those guys either. Excuse me. Oh gosh, poor princess carrying her again. I lift up the sitting Furuya into my arms. Hold on tight. She wraps her arms around my neck. Why did they have to put it in this scene? Why do they have to show her underwear? Can we just not do that? Can we just not make this a perverted scene when we're trying to, like, be heroic? Break off into a sprint. We slip past peculiar beings. At this rate, we'll be able to escape. However, oh, gosh, they're even uglier when you put them this way. Like, why does he just have, like, a heart right there? That's behind me. I'm greeted by an outrageous sea, and they're chasing after us. They're following us, and they're damn fast, too. Grab onto me tighter. Oh my gosh. This just seems so unreal. Is this really happening, guys? This is so memey. Come on, you're gonna fall. Is Neko in the sequels? I feel like Neko is gonna be one of those characters that's like a one-off, that like she just becomes kind of a comedic side character after this game. I have no idea, though. I could be totally wrong on that. Look at my pace. This is the fastest I can go while carrying someone. I'm running as if my life depended on it. How long has it been since I last ran like this? Well, at least it's not me. Last time I tried, like, full-out sprinting as fast as I could, like, I literally threw my hip out. That made me feel so old. You don't understand. You always hear about old people throwing their hips out, and I'm like, oh, my hip hurt afterwards. I don't know. I just, like, I messed myself up, and I'm like, gosh, I am, like, freaking out of shape. Can't believe it. It was ridiculous. Don't talk. It's dangerous. It's dangerous to talk. What even is this scene? Because he's trying to save you. I don't know how to feel about this. Sorry, could you hold on a bit tighter? Damn, they're still after us. I like how we're literally saving her life, and all she can think about is how hot we are in this moment. I have no words. I wouldn't care where he took me like this. Oh my gosh. Because of how much I've run, I no longer know where I initially found Furia, and of course the door to the library was. Gosh, there's really just giant cartoon mushrooms. Look how big some of those are in the back. They're ginormous. Feels like we're in a Minecraft world right now. Comes as no surprise, my legs feel like jelly. I stop running, put Furia down, and take a look at our surroundings. Thankfully, the weird creatures are nowhere in sight. We somehow managed to lose them. Our environment is the same old, unusual world that doesn't feel real. These mushrooms are poisonous, right? In the vicinity are mushrooms much taller than us. It's like I've drunk a potion that made me smaller. For now, let's hide in the shadows of these mushrooms. Hey, Furia. When I try talking to her, Furia quickly shrinks away. Because she was freaking getting horny. Gosh. Freaking, we need to bonk her in the head. She was having such lewd thoughts. All I ask, okay, is because Neko is acting like this, when we get to... I mean, Tsubaki would be cool too, and I wouldn't complain. But when we get to Ushio's route, I want it to be just like this, except with Ushio, and I will laugh my head off. Just imagining Ushio being like all lovey-dovey and all... just so in love with us, like, I don't even know if I could do that. That'd be too funny. Furia stays silent, looking downwards. She's trembling a bit. A lot's happened to her, huh? After being surrounded by those things, she suddenly found herself being carried away. It can't be good for a girl her age, but I didn't have much of a choice. In an attempt to disperse the awkward atmosphere, I call out to her. Are you alright? Are you hurt? Frick. Those seem like the same option. Are those not the same? Like, I don't know. I feel like those are pretty much... I mean, one is more physical and one's more mental. I would probably ask if she's mentally okay, because I mean, clearly she seems physically okay because she's just stammering and super into us. So I guess we'll ask mentally, are you okay? I'm still holding to my theory. Some of y'all make fun of me for this. I'm holding to the theory that she's a yandere. She's actually the secret villain of this little world. Like, this is her world that she created, and then she's just like trying to live out her fantasy, and then she's gonna reveal that she's a villain, right? That's what's gonna happen. She's gonna reveal, like, actually I'm like the witch of this land, you know, like I'm the ruler, and these are all my creatures I created, and like Michiru's gonna like still end up falling in love with her. Like, that's her idea, right? She's gonna like get him to fall in love with her, and yeah, that's where the story's going for sure. Totally. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Totally will go like that. Yep. Flustered, she frantically waves her hands as she says that. Doesn't seem like she's injured anywhere either. Too late for that one, honestly. I already think you're the biggest weirdo out there. Well then, what should we do now? Don't worry about that. I just so happen to be here. Totally. Didn't just go through a door on a whim. Alright. Now that she mentions I haven't explained anything at all. So she probably has enough mana to, like, take us back. Can we just, like, give her the key and, like, have her just go back? Like I said, though, I don't know if we need a door to insert that into. I'm not sure how that works. Or if we can just kind of do that anywhere. Maybe it just makes more sense for us to put it in a door, but you don't have to do it that way. It just visually looks cooler. I have no idea. I take out the key that Omaru left with me from my trouser pocket. You were using this thing before, right? Well, it's gonna be a long story. Please skip over it. We should probably get out of here first. How about we get out of here using this key first? A door. I surveyed the area. Of course there's one. Okay, so we do need a door. Okay, I was kind of thinking we did since they used one. That made sense, right? But, can we carve a door in a mushroom? Would that work? Like, how strict is it? If I just draw the outline of a door and I draw a keyhole, can I make it a door? Probably not. I mean, I'd probably have to, like, cut a hole through the mushroom. I don't know why. Why am I thinking this through? I mean, it's just an option, right? Like, it's worth trying. They're not gonna do that. I'm just thinking of a dumb idea. Of course there isn't one. There's nothing but these ridiculously huge mushrooms here. There's no sign of anything man-made at all. Oh, so you don't need a door. Make up your mind, game. What do I need? Do I need a door? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, well, let's have you do it, because I don't know. Oh. Well, here's a thought. Maybe when she does it like that, it just kind of teleports her there, and then the key is left behind. Maybe that's why the key was in her bag. I don't know, though. Give it a try. Hold the key as if I were trying to unlock an imaginary door. The place I want to go to. The library I was in a while ago comes to mind. Connect to the library. Click. I turn the keys. I hear the sound in my head. However, nothing happens. Well, we got rid of Neko. She's just gone. I start to doubt whether the key in my hand is actually a mist or not, so they recall something. What about me? It's just a straight insult to our face, really, is what it was. She's just like, yeah, you don't really have any magical resistance, you don't have any mana, so you kind of just have the worst of both worlds. I'm like, oh, okay. I don't know, she did allude saying that that's maybe not the case, though. I think there's more to that story, but for now, I think it's just funny to imagine us just being the main character. We can kick a hole through a door, but we don't have any magical ability. Are you kidding me? Like, I think that's just the most ironic thing, is it not? I'm totally concerned now. I don't have any mana, so I can't use this key. Well, luckily, we have the person that got herself to this place in the first place, so she can use the key. Hopefully. As long as it doesn't just teleport her. Ah, it's nothing. Can you try it too for her, yeah? Hand it over to her. There has to be a way to just, like, teleport even though there isn't a door, because we teleported through the door and then we walked through, and I don't think there was a door there physically, was there? I think it was just more like we created a portal. She was the one using it originally. It's certain that she'll be able to use it. I don't know, we should go on a date. How about that? Library. Oh, that sounds boring. I mean, the library could be fun. I mean, I've gone into dates and I just kind of... I mean, I didn't solely go there, but I did go there as part of the date. I went to, like, Barnes & Noble, you know? I mean, you can make reading pretty fun. closes her eyes and concentrates. After a while, she turns her wrist. Once again, I hear the sound in my head, but nothing's happening. I wonder why that is, because I thought it's supposed to take you, like, part way if you don't have enough, like, mana to do it. So at least it's not doing that part either. Maybe this is just a place we can teleport into but not out of, which would be concerning. It's the same action over and over, but there's no response at all. What's going on here? I understand why it didn't work when I tried, but why isn't it working for her either? Thinking about it, Rito said that if the user lacks the mana required, they'll end up somewhere partway to their destination. I'm thinking ahead, guys. They're explaining what my thought process is. Furuya ended up here because of that vengeance and she had a mana, which means... Yeah, I guess that probably just means that she doesn't have any mana to initiate the spell in the first place. It can't really teleport her anywhere. This is totally what she meant by second mishap. Oh gosh, we're having a flashback. No, it's not even a flashback. It's just a what if. And it's great. Look at little Ushio. Her legs don't even touch the ground. Yeah, but we saved her. Like, who would have known what would happen if we didn't rush in there? So I would say this was a job well done, guys. I think we did good. Shut up, Ushio. I don't want to hear it from you. We saved her, okay? That's all you need to know. Freaking Ushio in my head. Always giving me shit. Huh? Is that what you're there for? Just as she said, I can already feel her icy cold stare and hear her lecturing me. He was literally giving us a headache. Ah, I'm fine. Don't worry about it. I had to deal with Muko's sarcasm as nothing compared to being stuck here. As much as I'd hate to be lectured, staying here is infinitely worse. Furuya sees unease in my expression. Don't worry, Furuya. At least I know that this is somewhere within the academy. I mean, that's what we think. I don't know. She looks around. Can't blame her. This place doesn't even seem real, much less exist on campus. That's what I was told. Yeah, I know. In any case, this is apparently without a doubt in the school. It's probably someone's D&D campaign, let's be honest. That's probably what's going on here. Please stop. Please stop. Let's at least get out of here, and then you can start having these thoughts. For some reason, Furuya cast her eyes down in a panic. That being said, knowing it isn't going to do us any good. We have to figure out a way to get back to the academy. Back to the past. Samurai Jack. Wait, this is still on campus. Ah, this is confusing. I know, you're making me confused because you keep mentioning it. Doesn't seem like there are any more of these strange creatures. They got from the shadow of a mushroom. We'll be fine as long as we can somehow use that key. We just need to eat the mushrooms. Yeah, exactly. Mushrooms restore your mana, of course. It'd be better to have something that makes using the key more convenient. Keys are meant to be used with doors in the first place. Maybe we should try finding a door. You use that key with a door most of the time, right? You might get different results if we had a door. Let's look for one. That sounds like a good idea. I still liked my idea of eating a mushroom just to see what would happen, but you know, whatever. We're here. We're taking a look from the shadows one last time. We leave the mushrooms. Oh, sad. It's all be quiet, but it helps that those creatures are nowhere to be seen. We walk around with no idea where to go. I have a feeling Neko's idea of thanking him properly means a little bit more than just saying thank you. But who knows? We'll see where the day takes us. Furuya says that she's walking beside me. Oh, okay. Freaking Chad. He's just like, oh, okay. He just says that, doesn't say anything else. So don't think I'm much help considering I don't know where to go now, sorry. I still think it would have been funny. I wish he would have just left it there, like, okay. And then just kept going, looking for a door. Oh, just brushed her off. Huh? Oh my gosh. Was I? That's good to hear. Anyways, why are you in a place like this?
移動教室に鍵を使って移動しようと思ってつなげたんだけど、ドアの向こうがこの場所で。
I have a feeling that's not where you intended to go. She uneasily glances around.
あれって思って中に一応入ってみたら、例のその変なのがやってきちゃって、焦って逃げたらドアから離れちゃって。
I see. Oh, and you had your purse with you, right?
逃げる時に手から滑り落ちていっちゃって、どこに飛んでいったのかちゃんと確認できなかったんだけど。
Do we have her purse on us right now? By some stroke of luck, it landed on the other side of the door, so that's why her purse was left in the hallway. If it weren't for that, it probably would have taken much longer to figure out where she went missing.
手提げが残ってたから、クラスのみんなが変に思って。
Yeah, and that's why it was brought to us at the Bureau. The Bureau of Special Investigations. Wow, I almost mispronounced it.
そういう意味では良かったのかも。
I guess it was a good thing then, yeah, it was. Everyone's worried about you, there's a huge commotion.
心配？
For some reason, she blushes.
心配？古賀君、私のことを心配してくれてた。どうして？だってまだそんなに親しいってほどじゃないのに。
Neko, please. Focus. Please.
心配してくれたんですか？
Your ADHD is showing right now, Neko. Please focus.
もしかして、古賀君も私のこと気になってたりするのかな？
Stop. Of course they were. Their classmates never showed up.
そうですか。心配してたのはクラスの。
Something the matter.
なんでもないです。そうですか。
She goes silent.
そうだよね。そりゃ古賀君がそんなに心配してくれるわけないじゃない。
I'm just imagining, Rick, what is that game called? Is it something Taker? You guys know which one I'm talking about, with all the devil girls, and like if you like fail the level, you're like heartbroken or something. I'm just imagining that playing right there at the end when she's like, oh, he wasn't actually thinking about me as my classmates. Oh yeah.
いえ、そうですよね。突然いなくなったら心配かけちゃいますよね。
Yeah.
古賀君がいなくなって徳佐の人たちも心配してるんじゃないかって。
Maybe. I don't think they'll really care about me, honestly. They're probably just like, this idiot, he just went through the portal by himself when we told him not to. I think the only one who would probably be worried about me is this guy right here, let's be honest. I'm glad he popped up as I was thinking about him. It's kind of scary. I should probably not think about him anymore. Mara was probably worried about out of his mind. We've only known each other for a little while, but I know just how much he cares about others. I can imagine him running around like a chicken with its head cut off outside the library's storeroom right now. Probably. That's a good assumption. But Muko.
だから危険だと言ったのに、本当に人の話を聞かない人ですね。
I love that we keep imagining her. And this is so accurate, too, is the scary part. And then we have this sign that has little legs. I like that. I'm sure that's just supposed to be, like, to help it stand up, but they look like little like duck legs. I'm just imagining it waddles like that, you know? It's very
全くもって
cute.
自業自得かと。あ、知りませんよ。そんな人のことは。
How cold. How cold. She'd definitely say something like that. Ugh.
古賀くん
Oh, it's nothing. Yeah, I'm sure they'd be worried. Ha ha. Gosh, I feel like Fujito. Ha 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 ha. Just a very mechanical laugh. Very forced. More importantly, let's think about what we're going to do from here on out. Is there literally anything else around here? I only see these giant ass mushrooms. There's nothing but the same vast environment around us. There's no telling just how far it stretches out on the horizon. However, there are certain zones that give off different atmospheres. I strain my eyes.
塔みたいなものが見える
Looking in the direction she's pointing in, yeah, I wonder what it is. Directly ahead lies a tower-like object. Tower-like object? What do you... This is an object, not a building? So it's something I can, like, hold. It's an object. The area to our right is dark and dim, as if it were covered in clouds, and to our left is the opposite, with the area shining brightly. Yeah, this is definitely a D&D scene right now. This has to be, like, some kind of something or another. Do I want to go to the dark and dim place? No. Don't want to go to the tower. Maybe. To the place that is shining. The place that's shining sounds nice. I might want to go there. We'll just head to the tower, though. That seems like probably the most logical. I have the tall spire. Because I'm imagining if it's a tower, it has... What the hell is this? This isn't a tower. This is literally just a bunch of stairs. It's just a bunch of stairs to spiral up. There's no, like, building even encasing them. It's literally just a... It's like a tower without the tower part. As we make our way closer, it turns out it's not a tower, but instead a large set of stairs.
すごい上の方が見えない
Well, I don't know. Would you consider that part the top? I mean, there's not even a way to access that. You can't even walk up there. You can walk to this, like, platform. I wouldn't call this a tower. But I don't know. Above the stairs is a section covered in a mist, which blocks our view. If a Guinness Book of Records existed in this world, this would undoubtedly be in it. Though it's obvious that there's nothing like that here. Thanks for clarifying, Michiru. I really thought there was.
どこかにたどり着くかもしれないかも
I was just thinking that. Our pace naturally quickens, but we're about 300 meters to the first step where Furia cries out. Ah, not these ugly things again. One of the bizarre creatures appeared. It's like we ran into a monster from an RPG. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Maybe we're in a video game. We could, because this could be a video game. Who knows? Oh, we can't run away. This is our objective. She doesn't need to tell me. Furry and I run as fast as our legs can carry us. I hope we didn't run away from the tower. We need to go there. Let's look at another area. To the dark place, the place that's let's go to the place that's shining, I guess? Set off for it. I mean... This has got to be a video game. These tiles for the water, that just looks like a video game. As we make our way there, there are fewer weird things floating in and out of the sky, and we reach an empty clearing. This is a very interesting landscape. So we have kind of the mountain in the background. It kind of looks like it could be Japanese, right? But like this area right here looks like Florida or somewhere in the South United States, right? Nothing to use here to gauge distance, so it feels extremely unnatural.
見て影がない
We don't have shadows. It's literally a part of the game that hasn't been finished yet. She says that as she looks down to her feet. It must be due to light coming from every which way. It's a mysterious scenery. We're in a VR mist, guys. I just figured it out. It all clicked. We're in a VR mist. It's like a virtual reality headset, but it's a mist, you know? And so, like, that's how we're able to, like, teleport into it. You know, it's kind of a place you can access physically. Yeah. She keeps trying to jump up here, but I don't know if I want her up here. I'm trying to record. You're making this hard. Wonder how it goes. How far it goes.
大丈夫
Did we hit an invisible wall? I hit my head against something.
何これ
Furia hesitantly extends her arm. It seems like she's made
見え
contact
ない
with
壁
something.
みたいなのがあるみたい。
It literally is an invisible wall. We're in a video game. So dumb. It's probably what I walked into. There appears to be a transparent wall here. We feel around searching for openings. If someone were watching us, they'd probably think we're experts at pantomime? Pantomime?
これ以上進めない
What
みたい。
exactly is that? Is that like miming? No idea. I guess we can't go any further than this. Invisible wall apparently goes on forever. We give up and leave the area. Let's take a look at another area. Let's go to the only other place we can go. Try the dimly lit area. Furia and I head there together. I mean, don't really have many options here, that's for sure. As we walk, our surroundings gradually change. It was so bright before, but it just keeps getting darker and darker.
古賀くん、大丈夫かな、こっちで。
Sure, we should be going this way. This is definitely the horror part of the game. I'm still buying into the theory that this is like a game, but we're in like a D&D type RPG type thing. Furia asked me frightened. Can't blame her. This is clearly suspicious. We might end up finding something, so let's keep going at it for a bit. However, we come to a sudden stop. There's something up ahead. Between the gaps in the rotting trees, we see silhouettes of squirming things. They're not the strange creatures that attacked Furia before. Their shape is something we haven't seen before, and right now they're moving before our eyes. I've seen them in movies before. Zombies! A huge wave of them is coming towards us. Crap, let's get out of here. Any of you guys been watching the Last of Us show that's airing right now? It's been pretty good. I mean, I really liked the first game. I never tried the second game, but I really liked the first game, and I feel like the series has been pretty good. I mean, it's definitely adapting in a different way. I'm sorry, I've been very excited to watch it, so I'm getting distracted by it. But I don't generally like a lot of zombie stuff, but it's one of those I kind of like. It's a little different than your typical zombie game, I guess, or story. Furia and I run as fast as our legs can carry us. Hey, we're back here. Again. Despite how much we've been walking, I don't feel the least bit tired or hungry. I asked Furia about it.
そういえば。
Seems like it's the same for her. Neither of us brought any food, so it really helps that we're not feeling hungry. Are you tired at all? Only if you do get tired, we'll take a break. She hasn't been talking that much. When I first met her during the incident with the fairy, I got the impression that she was a more energetic girl. However, now she's like this. There's no way she's not worried. That probably explains where all of her energy's gone.
どうしよう。二人きりで何を話したらいいのか全然わかんないよ。古賀くんって何に興味あるのかな。ああ、私知らないことばっかりだし、今の状況だと趣味とか無理。
Yeah, can you just imagine she starts up like chit chat with us?
でも二人っきり、嬉しい、それは嬉しい。何も喋らなくても古賀くんの気配がするもん。ちょっと幸せかも。
I don't know. Maybe if we really think about this for a second, we're in like a kind of fantasy virtual world. This could be like the world that she kind of imagined us being able to be together. And we're kind of put in these scenarios where we're like, I don't know, maybe this is all planned. Like I said, maybe I wasn't like just BSing that. Maybe this is actually like 200 IQ plan right here to just be alone together. This is like our own world, and we're gonna become like the Adam and Eve of it. We just need to find like a castle or something. If we find a castle, that'll seal the deal for me. Continue walking silently and aimlessly. Oh, this is a nice little grove right here. We arrive at yet another unknown place. However, this one feels a lot more calming than the rest. There's a large lake. Its surface is tranquil and pretty.
ああ、綺麗。
A look of relief appears on her face. I guess she's a bit reassured after all the unrealistic scenery we've seen so
ちょ
far.
っと待っててもらっていい？
Runs over to the lake. Is she gonna go swimming?
ああ、やっぱり綺麗。顔が映って見える。せっかく古賀くんと二人きりなのに、髪とか大丈夫かな？鏡なんてないから。
She's gonna use the water.
ああ、やっぱちょっと跳ねてる。水つけたら治るかな。 これで大丈夫。さっきよりは可愛くなったよね。多分。ごめん、古賀くん、お待たせ。
Wait, what? Did she just fall in? I swear she's doing this on purpose now. Like, come on. She has to be doing this on purpose. You can't tell me she just fell in over nothing. Did you swallow any water? Oh my gosh, stop. Oh, hold up. Let me see if I can grab the camera. Like, look at that face. Horny. That's all I can say. Freaking so lewd. Can't believe this woman. Decided to dry off our clothes off since they're completely drenched. I had taken my blazer off before diving in, so that's the one piece of clothing that's safe. Oh my gosh. Hey look, there's like an entrance in this tree. I'm fine for now. Furuya's uniform and my dress shirt are hanging from a tree somewhere over there. It'd be a bad idea leaving a girl in nothing but her underwear, so I lent her my jacket. On the other hand though, that leaves me half naked. Yeah, I don't feel like Neko's complaining. Thankfully this place is fairly warm. Still, she's only wearing her underwear and a blazer. Her bare legs aren't covered, making it difficult for me to look at her. As if thinking the same thing, she averts her gaze. I doubt that teenage girls are itching to see half-naked men. You thought wrong, Michiru. You thought wrong. She's been lusting after you, even with your clothes on. I can't imagine now. Why does this game use every chance it gets to be horny? You know, let's go to system here real quick. Is there, and of course there's not. There's not a way to make the window, like, more hidden. No, of course there isn't. Give type window mode. Why is there no option to do that? There's literally no option. I hate this so much. I hate this. I just wanted to make this more covered. And I'm guessing there might be, I don't know. What is that smile though? Can we talk about that? That's creepy. I need to start carrying a bat with me, and I just need to start bonking some of these characters. Can you imagine though if I just bonked my screen? Probably smash it. Awkward atmosphere causes both of us to turn our eyes away. We're not completely ignoring each other, though. She looks like she's hugging herself. Maybe she's cold. Yeah. Or something else. She's also shivering a bit. Neko, you are the freaking corniest character in this game. Neko, please stop. What should I do? It'd be really bad if she caught a cold. I like how she's having this, like, internal dialogue of just, like, do I want to embrace the horny, or do I want to, like, hide it still? And then he's just like, I don't want her to catch a cold, you know, that'd be bad. As that thought crossed my mind. She's literally drooling. Furuya, with her back turned towards me, cries out. Drooling, I have no clue what she's talking about. Hey, are you alright? Did something happen? I approach her and ask her about her condition. With a start, she looks up at me. Her face is thoroughly flushed. Do you have a fever? What are you doing? I want to ask that one. Do you have a fever? There's a head on her forehead. Your temperature seems normal. Bonk. However, her face grows even redder. As red as a tomato. It'll match her hair soon. She rapidly distances herself. Oh, sorry, I touched you without asking.
それは大丈夫です。元気です。ものすっごく元気だから。
Daijoubu, genki. I know some of these words. Based on her reaction, she's more or less healthy. Yeah. She's gotten a bit livelier, too. In any case, all this crazy stuff has happened. She can't be the only one who would start acting weirdly. At least she's more energetic than I thought she'd be. I can relax a bit knowing that she's this strong.
あれ
Wow, it literally just turned to night. Crazy. Suddenly, our surroundings go dark as if someone turned off the
急
lights.
に夜になっちゃった。
Okay, my other theory, if it's not Furuya that caused this to happen, I know who it really is. And it's actually someone you guys would never think. It's not the principal. The principal might be in on it too, but she's not the mastermind behind this. The mastermind is someone who would want to get back at us for constantly teasing them. I'll leave you guys to figure it out. That's who this is. Yep, they're controlling it like some kind of god. They're getting back at Michiru for this. Stars are visible in the sky above our heads, though I don't know whether they're really stars or not. That was surprising.
うん。
It's dangerous to walk around when it's dark. I glance at the tree where our clothes are drying. Beside it is a much larger one. If I had to take a guess, I'd say it's a couple hundred years old, assuming that time actually passes in this world, of course, and that it's not a virtual reality. But yeah, until morning comes, or well, until it gets bright again, let's rest over there. Even though we don't feel tired, we should still take a break. Our clothes will probably be dry by then.
どこ
There. In that tree. Walk up to the huge tree. The base of the tree is hollow, resulting in a hole big enough for the two of us. Even if those weird creatures come, they won't find us here. Can we both fit inside? Crouch down and enter first. The cavity's interior is much taller than the opening. My head doesn't even reach the top when I sit up straight. Should be fine.
じゃあ、お邪魔します。
Furuya apprehensively comes inside. Anyways, I'll take the outside so you...
奥の方が古賀くん向きだと思う。
I think that she points upwards. There's definitely more vertical space where I currently am. If I were at the entrance, I'd probably end up putting my body in an awkward
私なら
position.
この高さでも大丈夫。ほらね。それに、奥の方に古賀くんがいてくれたら、私がどかない限りずっと隣に。
Of course, that's where your mind goes. Move over to make more room for Furuya. She then seats herself there. It's a bit cramped, but it looks like we'll be fine. We should be able to collect ourselves like this. More like she needs to collect herself. Freaking horny MFer. The tight fit, but we'll just have to deal with it.
大丈夫です。って言ったものの、狭い、確かに狭い。肌色の古賀くんと近い、近すぎる。
Is he really naked? I thought he still has his pants on. You're just saying
あれ
that.
だけ距離が空いててよだれ出ちゃったくらいなのに、ほとんどくっついてる状態なんて。
Sorry, you probably don't have that much space. You can take me inside.
大丈夫です。気を使わないでください。
Honestly, if I had to compare Neko to somebody, I'd maybe compare her to, like, Stephanie Dalla from No Game No Life. Maybe, like, a hornier version of her. Just kind of, like, their dialogue that they have is really similar. They just kind of talk to themselves in very exaggerated ways. I think I would maybe compare them.
落ち着いて、私。平静に、平静に。まずは興奮を鎮めなきゃ。でも、もしここからずっと出られなかったら、こうやって古賀くんと一緒に暮らしていくしかないよね。一緒に。一緒。何考えてるの、私。
Are y'all sure she's not like a yandere who just wants me all for herself? Like this wasn't all planned and she just wants to make sure that I can never look at another woman again? So that's why there's only these ugly creatures here.
でもそうなる可能性もある。
I'm getting more and more convinced in my theory here.
こういうの、なんて言うのかな。同性？なんか違う。二人で一緒に暮らすから同性でも間違いないけど。
Really thinking this through, huh?
なんか違う。
Really thinking it through.
もしかしてほとんど結婚 ぼ結婚が正解
No?
結婚
Not how
お
that
役所に
works.
届けは出しに行けないからなんていうのこういうのそう事実婚っていうの
Neko, you're so dumb.
どうしよう私古賀くんのお嫁さんになっちゃう
I really hope someone just comes out and saves us right now as she has these big aspirations.
将来結婚することになったらちゃんとご両親に挨拶して古賀くんのご両親ってどんな方たちなのかな何をもって挨拶
If
し
you
に
get
行
out,
け
you're
ば
not
いい
gonna be
の
married.
顔合わせってすっごい大事だって何かで読んだ絶対心配できないよ
Gosh, you are definitely someone who thinks ahead, aren't you? I mean, I think ahead too, and I get anxiety about things that aren't even like gonna happen in the next few days. Like I get anxiety about future events. And, you know, I thought I was a little ridiculous. She's out here planning their marriage, planning on meeting the parents. Next is gonna be kids for sure. She's gonna be, oh, I'm gonna have kids with Koga too. You seem really tense. Are you alright? Though I guess the situation isn't really helping.
大丈夫大丈夫ここはちょっと思い切って聞いてみちゃおうかな
She's gonna ask how many kids he wants. She's gonna do it.
聞いていい古賀くんのご両親って
Oh
どんな
my.
人ですか
What are your parents like?
古賀くんどうしたのかな
They're both gone. Oh, I know this is supposed to be a sad moment. She's just out here playing their lives together. And she's like all like horny and excited, and he's just like, both my parents are dead.
どうして
Oh,
あ
this is too funny. I'm sorry, that's supposed to be a sad moment. Like, oh, my parents are dead. You know, you're supposed to feel for them. And I'm just out here laughing my ass off. It's fine.
古賀くん黙っちゃった聞いちゃまずいことだったんだ
I'm gonna be really, like, unsure of how I like this moment. I don't know, this just seems like a very out there kind of scene so far this episode. And then we're gonna get backstory for Koga right now. Like, I don't know if this is the place to give backstory. This is just kind of a ridiculous situation. It's hard for me to take it seriously. I'm guessing it has something to do with like a house fire or like a car fire or something, just because we know from the previous experience with the mirror mist that he has a fear of fire. So, I mean, I'm just putting two and two together.
なんだかちょっと突き放されてるみたい
It's because you asked him about his parents. How could you do that? His parents are dead.
私の気のせい
True, yeah.
はい
We should get to sleep soon. If you find it hard to sleep, I don't mind if you lean on me.
もたれてって何それラブラブっぽすぎるよ肌と肌が触れ合っちゃったりしちゃうよ
I hate this scene so much. We're just stuck in this world, and then all she's thinking about is how horny she is for him, and then she's planning their lives together, and then they talk about his parents, and he says his parents are dead. He just drops that. It's supposed to be like a sad moment, and then the next second she's like, "Oh, I can lean on you." This is so bad.
大丈夫だよ
It's fine from a comedic perspective, but I think like a story perspective, it's not too good. Sure, you don't have to hold back.
だってこんな状態で裸の古賀くんが隣で興奮しきっちゃって寝られるわけなんかな
They really tried there for a second to have some kind of like story building, and then just dropped it. Freaking hot potatoed it. They're just like, oh! Be even more excited next time while he's... Gosh, I'm having trouble talking. Oh my gosh, I'm ready for the scene to be done. Is it over? Is it done? Are we okay? Furia is sleeping soundly while leaning on me. Despite not feeling tired, her body must have been worn out. I keep an eye on what's outside. Those weird creatures might show up at any moment. Sure is quiet now that Furio's shut up. There he is, blanketed in silence. Right now, there's nothing in this world besides us and those creatures. There's no sounds of life nor any signs of wind. They're probably asleep too, though I can't picture them doing that. All we can hear is Furia snoring. She's snoring too. She's in quite a deep sleep. But listening to her, my eyelids start to grow heavy. And I fall asleep. When I wake up, the sky is already bright. Thankfully, night and day in this world still appear in cycles. I notice that Furia, who should have been by my side, is gone. I hurriedly crawl out of the tree's cavity. A uniform-clad Furia greets me. Oh, thank goodness, she put some clothes on. Oh, morning. She hands me my uniform. Looks like this managed to dry completely over the course of one night. I quickly put it on. Alright, so now we can find a way out of here. I mean, I think that'd be a good place to start, for sure. I can see the staircase off in the distance. A bit fuzzy from here, but I can tell that it reaches high into the skies. It definitely feels like it would lead us to someplace different. Those strange creatures might show up again. Not like we have a choice, right? She does have a point. For now, we should go back there to get a closer look. This is a mysterious world that's surrounded by a transparent wall. If there's any way out, it's probably up. Alright, let's get going. We start walking. Huh? Did my uniform catch on to something? Turning around, I see Furia holding the bottom of my blazer. Oh. This restrains my motion, so it would be bad in the off chance that something happens. How about hands? Gosh, I'm like losing my voice after the freaking hilarity of that last scene. How about we hold hands instead? I understand if you don't want to, though. Then let's go with that. I extend a hand to her. After faltering for a second, she grabs it. We set off. It's no problem at all. This makes it easier to walk for me. If something comes up, it'd make it easier to escape. How long have we been walking for? We're getting closer and closer to the stairs. Surveying the area all the while, we cautiously approach them. Yeah. Luckily, we managed to reach the first step without a hitch. From there, we look upwards. Stairs extend from a large landing in the middle of the air. On further examination, there are other sets of stairs, and they look to be supporting the landing as if it were table legs. Considering, like, there's nothing protecting us from just, like, a gust of wind blowing us off, yeah, they should be okay. Fearfully touches the stairs. They appear to be firm and won't collapse under our weight. There's nothing stranger than this, but this world was strange to begin with. No use hesitating this late in the game. Ah, it is a game. He confirmed it. He slipped. I heard that. It's a game. I'll go and check it out first. You wait down here. I'm only gonna go part way and then come right back down. He tightly clings to my arm. Yeah, I'm sure that's what you would say, huh? Sure, yeah. Yeah, let's not Scooby-Doo this. Let's just go up together. There's something, some truth in what she says. We have no idea what waits us up there, so staying together would be safer. Alright, I'll go in front, you fall behind me. We just start, like, leading her with, like, army signs, just, like... We begin ascending the stairs, and we're just, like, being cautious. We're just, like, surveying it. This is pretty tough. Thinking about it, I've never had to climb this many steps at a time before. The staircase stretches high in the sky while drawing on a gentle curve. Wonder how many floors in a building this would be equivalent to. Come here, you yeah. Alright, you can cuddle with me. Because you're so persistent. Like, normally she goes and, like, takes a nap in here. But she's just like so insistent on laying on my lap today. So, I mean, I guess it would be mean not to let her. What we saw as the tabletop is a smaller platform, so the structure has multiple levels. It's going to be a pain walking up all those steps, so I'm guessing that there's something there. So let's just get to the landing and take a break. We finally managed to reach the landing, however, there's nothing here. Gosh, this looks like something out of SAO. Kind of when they went up to like that bird cage where Asuna was being held. It looks kind of like that. From here, there's only one set of stairs that go up. One solitary staircase reaching high above us. Let's go after taking a quick breather. Huh? I guess you're right. We could probably rest on the stairs if we got tired anyways. Coming to that conclusion, we walk towards the new set of stairs. Furia follows behind me, but then... What the hell? What is this? We really are in SAO. This is like a boss. An unfamiliar creature appears before us. No, it's a monster. Its forelimbs are thick and its skin is a peculiar color. It emits a frightening cry. What was that? The beast, which materialized out of thin air, blocks our way to the staircase leading up. As if we were trying to prevent us from going there. With Furia hiding behind my back, we inched forwards. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like the sharpest tool in the shed. Our staring contest continues for several seconds. I want you up there. But suddenly, fire spews from its mouth. It's a dragon. Of course it is. We run in opposite directions to dodge it. The fire barely grazes our skin, but... We just lost HP. We have to go eat those mushrooms to recover it. We're in Terraria. Indeed, it's not hot at all, but... We're just freaking passing out right now. At some point in time, my legs had stopped listening to me while I was on the floor. Furia runs up to me. The monster continues shooting fire every which way all the while. They seem like regular flames, but they are not hot to the touch. We're sweating buckets? Oh no. Normally I sweat water. The flames, they illuminate Furia red. The fire is the same as that time. Oh my gosh, we're actually throwing in backstory right now. I'm sorry, I'm just having such a hard time when they're like trying to inch this in. Like, this is not the time to be doing this. Flames leap and dance around the house. Dad, Mom, Michiru, Oni-chan. Oni-chan, run away. The fire. Next thing I know, both Furia and I are surrounded by the flames. I'm guessing we're gonna pass out because this is very traumatic. Did we get sent back to spawn? Lost all of our items, all the mushrooms we've been collecting. Opening my eyes, I see Furia peering at me, worry written all over her face. Furia? I'm clueless as to what happened. I believe I was unable to move and we took a direct hit from that monster's attack. Where are we? Furia energetically summarizes the current situation. It seems like we're free of injuries, even though there were so many flames. Before I know it, I'm embracing her? Thank God you're safe. My body acted without thinking. Okay, so he... I wonder if Neko looks at all like his little sister. I'm wondering if maybe there's gonna be a connection there. Or if he just kind of sees Furia maybe as a younger sister almost. I'm relieved that she's lively and unharmed. Is this scene almost done? Am I almost out of whatever this is? Can we be done?
ダメだよ、声が上ずっちゃう。だってすごいキューってされてるんだもん。こんなことされたらもう次はあれしかキスされちゃったりして。でも古賀くんなら私のファーストキス。
Yeah, I got that. I got that from literally everything that's happened before this scene. Her eyes are wide from first being suddenly embraced and now being suddenly pushed away. I feel bad for what I did, but it's nothing compared to what I'm currently experiencing. Those flames were fake. They weren't hot, so they weren't harmful. However, flames themselves don't sit well with me. I vividly recall the horror and discomfort that's been engraved into my mind. It's hot. It hurts. The sensation of my skin burning coupled with the repulsive smell. Contrary to my wishes, my body reacts with a surge of nausea. I can't even utter a single word. I hold up a hand telling Furia to stay away, despite her wanting to rush up to me. Her normally spirited face goes pale as she watches. To try to suppress the unending waves of nausea, I turn my back to Furia. Even so, I can tell that she's at a loss for what to do. For some time, I keep my back towards her. I'm really hoping they'll wait to expand on some of that when it's a little bit less of a Mimi kind of scene. I'm hoping, like... I'm not hoping that he has to relive his trauma. I mean, obviously that's not great, but I'm just hoping that they'll expand upon that and we'll get to learn more about what actually happened at a time that's better suited for something like that, more suited for a sad moment. I feel like the school would be fine, but, like, when we're kind of stuck with her, who's kind of lighthearted, let's just say that. Don't really feel like it's a great time to expand upon that kind of story. My stomach feels like it's being squeezed. My nausea has finally subsided, but I still can't settle down. Furia looks at me anxiously as I'm sitting down on the steps. I'm not surprised that she's shocked, or even if she's grossed out for that matter. Sorry, I'll be fine in a little while. Just give me a few minutes. Sorry. She sits down beside me. She stays silent. I'm not in the mood to talk right now, so that really helps. I unconsciously rub my chest. I still feel terrible. Huh? But these stairs are narrow and there's that moss at the top. She supports my upper body and puts me down onto her lap. This is what people call a lap pillow. Dang, we're getting to do a princess carry. We're getting to do a lap pillow. Certainly more relaxing than sitting, but is this really okay with her? I see, yeah, this does feel nice. Thanks. Close my eyes, it's warm. I can feel the heat emanating from her body. It's as if it were washing away everything that's making me feel awful. Yeah, it is pretty out there, for sure. I'll give her that. Huh? Warm drops suddenly fall on my face. Is it raining? Gosh, it just reminds me of the Full Metal Alchemist scene. Where he's just like looking up. Just crying. Is it raining? My eyes reflexively spring open. Tears are overflowing from her eyes. That's what I felt. She may be a student of the Night Realm, but she's still a normal girl. Seeing me in that state must have disturbed her quite a bit, and that's on top of being thrown into this bizarre world. I came here in order to save her, but I just gave her something else to worry about. Sorry. We must be Canadian. We say sorry a lot. I reached out and wiped her tears away with my finger. I'm sure seeing me like this was quite shocking. I feel a lot better now, so it's okay. She listlessly shakes her head.
謝らなくちゃいけないのは私の方。こんなに大変なことになってるのに、私はしゃいじゃってた。自分のことしか考えてなかった。古賀くんがいつも助けてくれるから、それに甘えちゃって。多分本当の古賀くんのこととか何も考えてなくて、古賀くんのこと何も見えてなかったし、見ようともしてなかった。
Well, most people wouldn't get as sick as I did. I'm abnormal. I can't really blame you for being surprised. Stop crying already.
ごめんなさい。今もこうやって古賀くんのこと困らせてるよ。
Her tears continue to fall. I'm in the same boat. What happened earlier was something personal that has nothing to do with her. She'd be better off not knowing the details, but if I keep inconveniencing her like this, I'd feel bad not telling her. I already said that there's no need to cry. Wiping away her tears with my hand, she stares at me intently, full of concern. So we could stay like this, stay in her lap, or just say that we're fine now and brush it off. I mean, I feel like she wants to help us, and I feel like if we just kind of brush her off and then say we're fine and just try to do things on our own, that's not really going to give her any satisfaction as far as her trying to be nice and do something for us, because I feel like she's really regretting that she's been just kind of thirsting after us this whole time and not really being considerate of our feelings. So I think we'll try to stay like this and let her do something for us, because I feel like that will really help her. I don't know, at least that'll help us show appreciation that she's like going out of her way to do something. She's startled, but she nods her head. She sniffles. It looks like she's finally stopped crying.
じゃあ
Something soft touches my head. She patting us. Furia's gently
古
caressing
賀
it.
くんが少しでも元気になりますように。
You know how there's like that meme about men just want one thing and it's disgusting? This is what it is, guys. This is what all men want. They just want someone that like deeply cares about them to just kind of let them rest in their lap and have someone just kind of run their fingers through their hair, you know, they just want someone that really like, I don't know, goes out of their way for them. This is not disgusting, guys. This is wholesome. This is pure. There's nothing lewd about this. There's no hand holding, you know. This is just what men need, okay? Men need this. She says that as if it were a prayer.
昔私が徳愛悪いとお母さんが膝枕の後にこうやってしてくれたんですよ。
You know, your mom raised you well in some aspects.
嫌じゃない？
I don't. It's pleasant. Embarrassing as it may be, her caresses are gentle and her hand warm. Who cares if it's embarrassing? If you enjoy it and it's mutual, it's okay, and it's not like hurting other people, I think it's okay. I think this is wholesome, so this is perfectly acceptable. She's a girl of rather small stature, but it feels like she's completely enveloping me. I want to fall asleep like this. I slowly close. I'm fine now. I'm feeling a lot better. I wonder if we didn't take the that one option, if that's just where it would just kind of skip to, and we wouldn't have had that extra scene.
本当？
Yeah. Getting up from her lap, I sit back down on the steps, express my gratitude to her. Thanks for that, it was a great help.
よかった。
She smiles, probably out of relief. She's probably still curious about what happened. Her hands rub at the streaks of tears on her face. About my parents. They died in a fire. I was there when it happened. Well, I almost died myself because of all that. I'm not good with fire. Flames this time were fake. It had no heat nor that wretched smell. It only looked the same. However, it seems like this was still enough to trigger a reaction from my memories of that day.
そんなことが私 なんて言っていいのか。
Even though I'm telling you all this, I'm making you worry about me more, and I caused you so much trouble just now. Sorry. Oh, that's her line. It's fine, and besides, I figured that I'd have to deal with this fear of mine sometime soon. I need to shape up. I muttered that softly so that Furia doesn't hear. For her sake. For her sake, I came to the school acting like this is out of the question. Alright, let's go then. Standing up, I take a good look at the landing. Okay, now that we've kind of had more of an emotional build-up to him talking about it, I'm more okay with it. Like I said, I would have been better if we had explored this more outside of Furia. But I did like the build-up they did just there, where he kind of like had to deal with it almost, right? Like he had to deal with a trauma, he had to kind of settle himself down, he was sick, and he kind of took that opportunity to kind of open up to Furia, which was nice. And then he kind of kind of explained what happened. That was a much better build-up than earlier in the woods when he's just like, yeah, my parents died, like he's Batman or something. It was just kind of thrown in there to me after a funny scene, so I didn't really like that as much. That was a much better build-up to it, and I really liked the way they did that more. I think that was a lot better, and it kind of helped him grow closer to Furia, and then expanding upon his character. So, I mean, I like that a lot better. I wanted to talk about something else, and I can't remember now. If it comes to me, I'll say something about it. I can still sense the presence of that fire-breathing beast. Unless we can defeat that monster, we won't be able to go up any further. Still, it doesn't feel like it's guarding something important. For example, the exit. What, you sure are excited. Her tone of voice betrays her enthusiasm, but despite her seriousness, I can't help but find it comical. Hey, come on now, you're gonna deal with it by yourself? I'm not that much of a loser. I give her a light flick on the forehead. Is this the time to be laughing? Anyways, we'll go together, the two of us. You literally were just laughing at her, so I don't want to hear from you, okay? You were the one who was laughing at her first. You were the one who made it that way. Doesn't look like it's going to be moving away anytime soon. Hiding ourselves on the stairs, we watch the landing and peek our heads out. The monster wanders around the area in front of the stairs leading further upwards, blocking her way. I really wish it gave a quiz instead. Oh, it's much larger than I am. Tackling it probably wouldn't be effective. Could we attract its attention somehow? No, we don't have anything on us that we could use for that. To begin with, if it starts spewing fire again Furia aside, I'd be completely incapacitated. Look, over there, isn't that some sort of button beside the stairs? I wonder what it is. It looks like one of the school's fire alarms. Squint my eyes. Emergency stop button. Or what? Furia and I exchange glances. It says stop, and the only thing moving here is... Take another look at the beast. Could it be that it's just a robot of some sorts? She springs up. She just leaves. She's like, yeah, I'm just gonna go. Dashes off before I can stop her. Hey, that was totally unexpected. However, attacking head-on was thoughtless. The monster instantly notices Furia and turns towards her, and then shoots fire from its mouth. Furia! Fear runs through my body. Her body's engulfed in flames. However, the next moment, the body vanishes. Her body vanishes from a mist of fire. She's gone. I hear her voice coming from below. Quickly turning around, I see her racing up the stairs. I see, so the same thing happened earlier. So we just literally need to run in both directions, and one of us will make it, right? I mean, that's what I would assume. Plain as day now, which means it'd be impossible to do this alone. She says that as if she read my mind.
を押してください。
But I can't
私の
have
方が
you.
適任なの。
I mean, what are you gonna do? Get hit by the fire and get traumatized again? No.
私は火が怖くないから何度も巻き込まれても大丈夫。ダメだったら何度もやります。
Sure, yeah.
でも私がやられちゃったら今度は古賀くんの方が狙われちゃうんだよね。
I guess.
頑張ります。なるべく長い間逃げ切ってみせます。それともやっぱり私一人で何とかして。
While I appreciate the sentiment, I reject her proposal. Although the fire is fake, being surrounded by it should still be scary. However, it is undoubtedly fake, like what the mirror I encountered when I first arrived at this school showed. It is merely an illusion. I guess this is the perfect opportunity. Optimistically speaking, there's no monster more suitable for me to get over my fear. As a guy, it's shameful of me to leave the role of decoy to Furuya, but this isn't really the time for me to worry about losing face. Alright then, you attract its attention, I'll go press the button.
私頑張るから。
No need to be so worked up. As you said before, we can keep trying over and over again.
古賀くんがまた怪獣の火に巻き込まれたら。
We'll deal with that when the time comes. If I feel sick again, I'm counting on you to give me another lap pillow. Oh, my guy. He's like, that was kind of nice. I might need another one of those. Just purposely fails. We then proceed to polish the plan. Furuya will first dash off and I'll run in the opposite direction heading for the button. The key is a slight difference in timing when we run in. Of course, if I end up petrified from the monster's fire, then the strategy will fail. The biggest question is how long I'll be able to act normally.
古賀くん、本当に大丈夫？
You'll be fine. You'll make me depressed about how useless I am if I worry so much.
そんなことないよ。古賀くんは頼りになりますから。
Sadly, you're infinitely more reliable than I am right now. Before putting this plan into action, I want to know how quickly it moves and how much time we have before it starts spitting out fire. But, in any case, we'll figure that out if we end up failing. All that's left is to mentally prepare myself. You ready?
Hi.
We adopt stances to ensure that we'll be able to immediately dash off. Furia glances at me, nods, and starts running.
こっちに来て。
The monster reacts to her voice and turns to face her. Now, it's my turn to act. I have no time to waste thinking twice about this. Partially out of desperation around with all my might. I wonder if it's just going to attack us because we're getting closer, though. We'll see. Furia once again disappears amidst the flames before my eyes. That fire is fake. Furia is unharmed. More importantly, I have to keep moving. I run behind the fire-breathing monster. Rushing over to the button, I slam it hard. How's that? Turning around, the beast abruptly stops moving. Did that work? Yay, we deleted it. It gradually vanishes into thin air. In the end, I still don't know if it was a mirage like what the mirror produced or if it wasn't. While it may have looked like a ferocious fire-breathing beast, it doesn't seem like it was meant to injure anyone. I see Fury at the bottom of the stairs. She's teleported back down there after being engulfed in the flames. It disappeared just now. Looks like this really was the button to stop it. Yeah, we did. Wow, of course you did. Yay, go you. Taking my hand, she leaves up in joy. I'm half overcome by a sense of accomplishment and half relieved that I didn't have to take another direct hit from the fire. She goes up to it and stares intently. What's wrong? Tilting her head, she makes a puzzled expression. As she says, there's an indent as if to fit a cover. Is there a hole to fit a key? Looking around carefully, I find something on the floor at the bottom of the second flight of stairs. I approach it and pick it up. It's a colorless cover plate. It's something so practical it doesn't really seem like it fits in this world. It's supposed to go on top, lining up with the emergency stop button. It makes a soft click and fits on like a glove. This makes sense. It's only for emergency situations, so there's a cover to prevent it from being accidentally pressed. It was extremely fortunate for us that it fell off, but... Out of the blue, Furia dashes it off the stairs, leading back down. I heard they chase after her. Halfway down the stairs, she stops descending while looking at the side wall. There lies a cover plate similar to the one I replaced with the emergency stop button, except a little bit smaller. Slowly reaching out her hand, she takes it off and makes a popping sound. It reveals... There was literally one before we went up. Hidden in the side wall is another emergency stop button.
最初見た時なんか気になるなって思ってたのに
Oh, I didn't
それは
notice
古
it
賀
at
君は
all.
背が高いからだよ
Hey, what can I say? You think that's what would stop the monster as
もし
well?
そうだったらがっかり
It's right under our noses. What a perfect opportunity to use that expression. Well, we did manage to stop it in the end, so that's all's well that ends
そんな
well,
こと
right?
ないですだって最初からこのボタンを押してれば古賀君に無理をさせずに済んだんだもん
Furia. I like how we just do that a lot. We just say her name, Furia. It's not true. I know I showed her an unsightly side of me. However, I feel like I was able to face my fear of fire. Though Furia was really the one who was up against it, still I made one small step. I'm sure that I wouldn't feel this way if I had pressed the button from the get-go. Well, it was a good experience in its own right, you know? That's why I'm extremely grateful. Grateful to her for giving me that tiny bit of courage. Hey, Furia. Never mind. If this was any other situation, I wouldn't be able to say it normally. I'm somewhat embarrassed to say the two simple words, thank you, and in the end, I couldn't do it. Can we get out of the game now? Get out of this ridiculous land. Begin our ascent to the second flight of stairs. Not knowing what's lying in store for us, we tread carefully. It's another open area. Wow, this looks like a boss room for sure. That was like the pre-boss. Reaching the end of the steps, we discover a space as expansive as the one before. This looks straight out of Kingdom Hearts. I mean, I haven't played a lot of Kingdom Hearts because I'm not really like, a huge fan or anything, but this looks like a Kingdom Hearts room right now. The only marked difference would be that it feels like we're above the clouds. As I look up at the sky, I notice that the higher it goes, the darker it appears until it is as dark as night.
なんだかすごそうな場所
There's like a bunch of gears up there. Appears to be some kind of like gear-like contraption floating up the farthest reaches of the sky. It's also impossible to tell what lies on the other side of that dark sky. In any case, this is clearly an irregular place, that's for sure. Also a chance that those creatures could suddenly show up. We cautiously step out into the landing. Look over there. Furia directs her line of sight to the center of the
何
floor.
か光ってる模様違う字
The entire surface is covered by a large circle, inside of which are peculiar letters forming some sort of pattern. It emanates a soft light. Following the light upwards, I can see that there are also rays of lights reaching
これ
down
っ
from
て
the gears.
魔法陣みたい
Now that you mentioned it, this world was strange to begin with. A magic circle too shouldn't be surprising. On top of that, the school was originally built for magic and magi. Or magi. Magi? I don't know. Though it's still hard to believe that we're still somewhere within campus.
ここから何か出てきたりしないよね
Huh? It's true that you see demons like that appearing from magic circles in movies. Fury and I instinctively back away,
何も
but
出てこないみたい
she says that relieved. Well, yeah, if something was gonna happen, it probably would have happened when we first
そ
got
っ
here.
か
She seems a bit confused, but she accepts my logic. Take another look around. At the other end of the platform blocked by the light is a door. A vaguely elegant set of double doors is sitting there, all by itself, without the support of any walls. The purpose of such a door is questionable, but Furia, it's a door. Let's see if we can use that key with it. We slowly approach it. Right as I'm about to take out the key. Oh no, it's the ghost! Ah! The ghost wearing the white cloak, who we saw some time ago, appears on the other side of the door.
古賀
Door.
君知り
I don't know, but I've seen it before. We're certainly shaken by the turn of events, but the ghost also seems to be as it shakes his head, flustered. So it doesn't mean any harm. What is this place? Who are you? A ghost. For now, I pose a simple, innocent question. The ghost doesn't
合い
budge.
喋れるの
Can it talk? It's a very good question. We can't get any definite answers out of it. However, unlike the various beings we've encountered in this world, it doesn't seem like it's going to attack us. Now, what to do next? At that moment, it pushes its hand, puts its hand under the hood, and proceeds to take out a long string. No, maybe a necklace.
鍵
The thing hanging from his, or her of that matter, neck
似
is
て
a
ません
key.
かほらあの鍵に
Plot twist, it's the principal. Take the key out from the pocket of my uniform. The key of Janus was the cause of everything. Indeed, comparing the two keys, the size and designs are alike. The ghost takes the key dangling from his neck and inserts it into the door's keyhole. The door silently opens. It gestures as if inviting us
どこか
inside.
に繋がった
So it has the same power as this one, huh? I pose it another question. Does this lead to our school? This time it gives a slight nod, so it'll take us back to our world. Another nod.
じゃあ帰れるんですか？
I'm really curious who this is. I feel like is it someone we know? It's a boy. It's Shizuka. He's been chasing himself. Oh, is this place really on campus? He or she doesn't answer. It neither nods nor shakes its head. Where's this place then?
古賀君、この人喋れなさそう。
True, trying to get it to say anything is probably impossible. Leo suddenly walks up to us and then takes Furio's hand.
ちょっと
Leads her to the door as if escorting her.
ってこと？
Gives a faint nod to her, an inquiry. Oh yeah, the path is going to disappear after a certain amount of
古賀
time.
君、
Let's go. Furio walks through the door first. I follow after her. It's a familiar scene, the hallways of the school at night. Tadaima. Turning around, I catch a glimpse of the ghost closing the door from the other side. I really want to know, where were we? Were we in a game? Like, I don't know. I wanted to know where on campus we were, because we're supposedly in campus. I mean, if we were in a game, you could technically be anywhere on campus. The door disappears midway through my question. Only Furia and I remain. Dun-dun-dun. Stared blankly at the location where the door was, but I soon returned to my senses. I think we'll end here, because I think we're about into Furia's route, and probably leave it off here. We'll get the conclusion of this, and then, like, the introduction to Furia's route. You guys said they're not too long, so I probably will be able to do it in maybe, like, a few episodes. I'm not sure. We'll see. I think this has been a pretty long episode, and I think we'll leave it here. We finally made it out of that dream world. Oh my gosh. Oh, that took forever. I mean, I don't know if I necessarily liked how they did that. This is kind of us getting to know Furia and everything. It was kind of an interesting build-up. Not my favorite, let's just say that. I mean, some parts there at the end were good. I don't know if I really like the idea of us being, like, kind of trapped into a game like that. Not my favorite plot point, especially because they used it to kind of give us more backstory for Koga, and I just felt like that was out of place at times. So, anyways, what's done is done, right? Hopefully going into her route will be pretty good. Maybe we'll get some nice, more wholesome moments of her, some more romance, things like that. But overall, there was definitely some hilarious scenes in there. I'll give them that. Like, I did get some laughs. Anyways, guys, gonna be continuing what's left of this, and then hopefully we'll be going to Furia's route, and that won't take too long, so we can get through all the routes and kind of see the ending of Borderline of Dusk. I'm very curious to see where the story is going and what we have to look forward to in the future. But for now, I'll see you guys next time.